would say we were good together. I would say we had fun.
Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is C Chronicles and I post fragrance related content on this platform. Please consider subscribing and joining the family. Also remember to hit the like and share button, as those are very helpful in ensuring that the video then reaches a wider audience. To those who are returning, thank you so much for coming back. I have French Avenue fragrances here we're going to try together. The first one being Cosmic Tonka. Bought this off SWP Health and Beauty, and no, I'm not being sponsored. SWP Health and Beauty just happens to sell decants. Okay, so Cosmic Tonka is in this decant, and I'm going to spray it directly on skin because that is where I have been enjoying it, right on skin. But this DNA profile, guys, is not new to me. It feels as though it is French Avenue's offering to that Arabian Tonka by Montal. Okay, so if you love sweet Tonka in woods, if you love a fragrance with a leathery backdrop, your fragrances on the woody embery side, you are gonna love this. And for those who may want to see the bottle, the Cosmic Tonka is going to come in this type of packaging. Okay, while we are at those bottles, remember I said the Cosmic one Tonka is going to be in a bottle like this, but all gold. Now, if you are looking for an affordable option to Killian's Smoking Hot, okay, which is this one, you could consider purchasing Western Shisha. This particular one has a really sweet apple feel about it. If you want to complete the whole selection, Western Shisha is inspired by Killian's Smoking Hot. Cosmic Tonka is going to be in the same vein as Arabian's Tonka. Hypnotic Gold is going to be in the same vein as Honey Oud by Montal, or if you want to buy your Swiss Arabian Oud Asrach. So we just nailed that, and we just put the fragrances to the side. Okay, whew. While I take a breather, okay, for my nose to rest a bit, let me give a shout out to our fragrances, guys. Macedon Perfumes is a brand that is run by CeeChronicles, myself and a partner, and we are now on fragrance number 2. We have a combo deal going on for $199 where you can buy both as a twin set, right? This was our flagship fragrance primary, and now we have numero 2. So you can purchase both for $199, or you can purchase the new one at $89, or this one at $149. The store is going to be linked right here on YouTube. I had a live not so long ago. Somebody was asking me about a good smeller like to tax. This is one of the dirt cheap affordable options to tax. Okay, even the bottle is a telltale sign, and by tax I'm talking about a YSL tuxedo. Okay, this is what this fragrance is doing. Let's move on to Ravine Ginger, again from French Avenue, and I can't remember what this one smelled like, in as much as I did interact with it at Fragrance World. Ravine Ginger. Oh, okay. Okay, so this is the one that is supposed to smell like Ingenious Ginger by Goldfield and Bags. And this Ravine Ginger by French Avenue starts off like with a gasoline kick, you know, sort of like not tar, but gasoline, you know, kick about it. Maybe it's how the woods mix with the ginger. It's now softening, but it's certainly one that you shouldn't buy just based off of first impressions, because it just does a little bit too much. That Shocker Accord is woody to me. It's even almost smoky, but without being smoky, or almost like an embery, woody, gasoline like thing. This one does not seem to list the note of oud, but it can be mistaken as an oudy scent, and it's probably one of those that after perhaps you spray on your clothes, it starts to become magic after maybe 30 minutes or so, when you raise your arms or something like that. But the initial kick is that's what I got, guys, from Ravine Ginger. And unfortunately, I cannot compare it with that Goldfield and Banks one. I'm not sure how I really feel about this, because it's like an embery ginger. It's like even the citruses here are not making it effervescent or sparkly. It's more on the woody resinous side, and I'm not upset that I have it in decant. It probably is gonna stop there on the decant. And then now we have from French Avenue Firestorm. Okay, let us waste a couple of sprays here and see whether it reminds me of anything. Okay, I think this one needs to go on skin. All right, it's bright, but the paper sort of eats it. Okay, this is pleasant. Something about it feels dated. Something about it feels moldy on my skin. There's been about 40 or 50 votes of this being likened to the world according to Arthur by Penhaligon's. I don't have that. I have never smelled that. But if this is what that fragrance is doing, then it's a vinty style of a fragrance. Kind of has a mildew sour feel about it. That bright fruitiness that it had in the opening is fizzling now, sort of like being muffled, I guess, because this one has myrrh and it also has amber. You know, the weird thing about DNAs like this is I do like them. I do like how they widen one's palette in terms of exposure, especially if you just want something that's going to be very different there, all right? I can see how this might not be for everybody. I can also see how this can be classed as old smelling or old school. Definitely. Okay, so do not let the apple be the driving factor to you buying this. It kind of gives me back to black thing that I get from Kilian, you know, that old if you folded clothes. Okay, let's say you have a cupboard and you were moving to a place maybe for a year or two. You leave your cupboard with stuff folded in there, but in a perfumey way. Okay, your stuff is folded in there, you leave it there, and elements like dust will always find their way into drawers, and elements like mist will always find their way, especially when it rains and you're away. And there is that feel where the clothes are not damp, the clothes are not dirty, the clothes are not dusty, but the clothes have been folded there and they had different scents on them. And it's all nostalgic in that woody cupboard when you open it. That's what this one feels like. But yeah, the apple is there, but it's not shining that much. I am not mad at Firestorm Extra. Last one, guys, it gave me a shock when I wore it. Okay, this is Nectar Overdose. The shock is what I remember it smelling like at some point at Beauty World, and having it now is completely different. I remember this one having that honey note, a glazed feel about it, but that is not what it's doing. It is now pretty much speaking a different language. It does keep that honey note. There is a zestiness to this fragrance, a lemon feel in this fragrance, even creamy to an extent feel in this fragrance, and that honey, the orange blossom is really orange blossoming in this. And I'm not sure whether I can even say that is the loudest white floral you're going to get in this, despite the tuberose and the jasmine as well. It's mostly that orange blossom, you know, paired with that neroli and then the citruses, and then something in there tries to be creamy, something in there also tries, you know, to keep glazing the fragrance with that honey feel, but then it's sort of like a clash in the sense that it's honey, but it's sour. It's supposed to be sweet, but it's sour. Is it supposed to be gourmand? Is that lemon pie? No, it's not. But it's got like that zingy lemon feel about it, and could be the use of ginger in this that gives it like a greenish sour accord paired, of course, with those citruses and stuff. It's not a bad fragrance, but I'm happy I didn't buy it in full size. It is the one that comes in a beautiful bottle, by the way, and it has that juice that looks like honey, okay, but it does not end up being as sweet as I personally would call sweet. It just becomes one of those fragrances that are doing too many things at the same time, but I'm happy that I cannot outright come here and say, no, this is a clone to this, but it feels like when you mishmash some of these popular DNAs and then you douse a lot of citric notes in there, and then you douse orange blossom, and then the honey also kind of kicks off as sort of like giving a powdery thing, a powdery pear and stuff like that, and it ends up still keeping that sourness, but with the powderiness and a creaminess, and you don't know what it's doing. So that is the last one, guys. Pretty long lasting, this Nectar Overdose. And that concludes today's video. Let's meet in the comment section, guys, where we discuss more about fragrances. Remember to turn on post notifications. That way you get to be notified anytime I upload a video. Like and share this one, guys. And remember that smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.